Welcome back. ChannelsTV.com has more information for you. You can also watch our videos on youtube.com/channelsweb. Also watch us live on your mobile device and download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. Aside from giving you news and updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channels 24 apps have an eyewitness feature with which you can share pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. All you need to do is install the app, tap and then swipe to reveal the menu. And don't forget, follow the instructions. Nigeria's Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, has said that he was speaking at the launching of the microfinance, micro, small and medium enterprises clinics in Akure, Ondo state capital, where he said that the SME clinic is to further demonstrate the commitment of the federal government to ensuring that small businesses, market women and artisans have an opportunity to do business successfully. The vice president informed that the MSME clinics were conceived in order to bring government closer to the people by assembling all people in one place and the regulatory agencies whose work affect the businesses of the MSMEs. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, arriving at the International Event Center for Culture and Tourism in Akure, the Ondo state capital, in company of the State Governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, and other dignitaries. Professor Osinbajo is here to formally inaugurate the National Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Clinic for Viable Enterprises, an initiative of the federal government. According to the Vice President, the scheme is proof of the government's commitment towards the reduction of poverty through the development of small and medium enterprises.
This is further demonstration of our commitment to ensuring that small businesses, market women and artisans have an opportunity or have several opportunities to do business and to do business successfully. Clearly, they are an important part of the national economy and they should be treated as such. More so now that it has become inevitable for us to look inward to become a country that is able to grow what we eat and produce what we consume.
Local lending agency, the Bank of Industry, is represented at this event. The executive director of the bank says the groundwork for the program has been successful in Ondo State.
We have up to close to about 4,000 loans in Ondo State, and about 55% have been taken by women. Also, we have dealt with over 67 associations and cooperatives in Ondo State, and we have many more that we're still to disburse to. For this event, we have registered over 1,000 beneficiaries. We have qualified them, and as I speak now, some of them are receiving their loans.
Hadiza Isiaku is one of the beneficiaries of the scheme, who shares her experience.
With JIP that you are into, you don't need no collateral, nothing. You just need to belong to an association, a registered association, and then you collect your form, fill in the form, and write the amount. That is it. They will assess it and you get your alert. And it's interest-free.
The MSME clinic was first launched by the federal government in 2017, and since then, the clinic has been organized in several cities across the country, including Calabar, Jos, Ilorin, Katsina, among others. Let's move to Katsina State now, where the government has promised to support non-governmental organizations to benefit residents of the state. Governor Aminu Bello Masari disclosed this at the launch of the 2018 Katsina State Entrepreneurship Trade Fair. The governor also appealed to women under the Katsina Women Development Initiative to put the skills they have acquired to good use.
It's the start of the Katsina 2018 Entrepreneurship Trade Fair at the Muhammadu Dikko Stadium, Katsina State. Organizers of the event, which includes fun fair, cultural display and exhibitions, invite the Katsina State Governor, Alhaji Aminu Bello Masari, to launch the program. The governor is highly impressed, assuming his administration's readiness to support and assist non-governmental organizations and individuals in the state who've come forward with workable proposals aimed at improving the quality of lives not only of women but all the residents of the state.
also wish to assure this initiative and other initiatives that the government is ever willing and ready to give support and assistance to non-governmental organizations and individuals who have come forward with a proposal that is workable for the development and improvement in terms of quality of lives, not only of women, but of the people of Katsina State and the humanity.
He appeals to women who've learned trades and skills under the organization of the program to put what they've learned to practice.
I appeal to those women who have learned various trades and skills to really learn how to manage whatever they were taught here.
In the meantime, the Director General of the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency commends the governor on his concern towards empowering youth and women to attain economic development.
This has shown that the governor is really cares about the well-being of the people of Katsina State, irrespective of their status, irrespective of where they came from, irrespective of their political affiliation. He came to every occasion that works towards empowering youth and generally women so that we will have the needed economic development in the country.
As women and youth constitute over 60% of the Katsina population, the state government is of the opinion that whatever concerns them concerns the leadership. It equally believes that investing in women and youth is investing in the future.
As part of efforts to set the right priorities regarding spending for the control of HIV and AIDS in Nigeria, the federal government is launching a national HIV/AIDS indicator and impact assessment survey across the country. The survey, which will be launched with the support from United States of America, is to take adequate samples represented from the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. It is also expected to help the government plan its budget and interventions in the control of HIV and AIDS. Nigeria bears a heavy HIV and AIDS burden, with an estimated 3.2 million people living with the virus.
This survey is the largest of its kind ever to be done. It will have a sample size of approximately 170,000 Nigerians who will be offered HIV testing, and those who are tested for HIV will be placed on life-saving treatment. A poor understanding or lack of understanding that we have of the HIV epidemic in Nigeria. Nigeria is a large and very complex country, and actually understanding the burden and the distribution of HIV is not an easy thing to do.
Nigeria will be the 12th country conducting this survey. This survey will establish the true prevalence of HIV in the country. It will give us a clear idea of where the problem is and will enable us to direct resources appropriately. We're doing it with partners. So the government of Nigeria is represented by the National Agency for the Control of AIDS and the Federal Ministry of Health.
From there to the southwest in Ogun State, the government is calling on all relevant stakeholders in its homegrown school feeding program to assist in the sustainability of the program. The state government is ensuring that all 4 schools drafted from the 4 zones of the state are closely monitored by development partners and non-governmental organizations to ensure the objectives and the vision of this program are adhered to.
The Homegrown School Feeding Program, introduced by the federal government, aims to provide free meals for school children with food gotten from local farmers across the country. Since its introduction in Ogun State over a year ago, about 270,000 public primary schools have benefited, and to ensure its continuity, the state government is asking for the help from members of the community. A part of the implementation process will involve the enlisting of various groups, including farmers and food vendors, in the baseline assessment of the program being conducted in 4 local government areas of the state.
We are giving them a balanced meal every day, and we are feeding right now about 1,510 schools, leaving just very few schools that will not we are not covering. Also, we have recruited 2,948 vendors who have been equipped, who are being paid by the federal government 2 weeks in advance, and who are doing the job very well. They have been trained. They know what to do. We have an enviable food timetable that is used by all the vendors, and our monitoring is going excellently well.
Even with all these in place, there are still a few hiccups.
The main challenge we've found is that of clarity in communication. And that's something that the state government has already decided that they will be working on.
The federal government says it already has a plan in place to help the sustainability of the project over the next 4 years.
And still to come on news across Nigeria, we will be talking politics in Osun State and what the APC is doing ahead of its governorship election in the state. Stay with us.